Broadcasting from an undisclosed location under a farm pond somewhere in the Midwest. Your host is Jim Crowley. This is Slickfish Radio. Hey everybody, happy pre-Thanksgiving. Welcome back to another episode of Slickfish Radio. Hope you guys are all having a good time, getting ready for the holiday where we eat and drink too much and then fall asleep right afterwards so we can't enjoy time with our relatives. Perfect holiday. Glad you guys are all joining us. And tonight, we're going to have a fun time tonight. I'm with one of my absolute favorite people in the industry is going to be our guest tonight. And that is Staci Walker from Prym1 Camo. We are going to learn about her inspiration, how she started the camo line, and how it's become the camo for just about every gas station and place all across the country. You will find everything that is Prym1 Camo in a lot of places where you didn't expect they were going to be before, and they're showing up everywhere because the brand keeps growing and growing and growing. And for those of you, just not only fishermen, but those of you who hunt, they have everything. And I've got some of the new stuff on tonight. We're going to talk about that. There's so much new stuff that they're bringing to the market and so many companies that they are working with. Nicholas DeAndrea just came in. Hi, Nick. How you doing? Good evening. Glad to have you here. And please feel free to comment and say whatever you guys want. You always have some great comments and questions. So I've known Staci for a long time, and they've been a part of when I had Hook and Hunt TV and now Jim Crowley Outdoors as well. And I've been blessed to know her and her husband Lance for a long time now, and they work with a lot of great companies. I'm thrilled that they work with us. I absolutely love everything they do. We had a lot of fun at ICAST talking about some new stuff that's going to be coming out, and Staci's going to tell you about some new things, especially right now around the holidays that are coming in. Just because I'm just seeing people chiming in. Thanks everybody for chiming in. If I don't get to your comments now, I will, you know how I am. I will get to them right after the show. So just feel free to comment whatever you can. My beautiful wife Rhonda chimed in, and Staci, when you come on here, Rhonda just said hi. So just so you know, so she's there too, and we have more people chiming in. Thank you, everybody. God knows where all of you are coming from. Oh my goodness, great! This is great. Before we get into having Staci here and just having some fun, I want to thank all the sponsors that bring Slickfish Radio to each and every week. And for those of you joining us now on YouTube, we actually now have the broadcast live on YouTube. So welcome to anybody who's joining us from there. Facebook, as always, thank you. And afterwards, after live, then you get to see us within another day or so on Amazon Music, Spotify, and iTunes. So thank you to all of you who are joining us then, because we really appreciate all of you coming on as the show continues to grow and grow and grow. And we love it because it's so much fun. I want to thank our friends at American Tackle Company. So they also have just about everybody we're going to mention right now has some great Black Friday specials coming up. So make sure you go to americantackle.us and check out their Black Friday specials. Hey, what a great place to go for the holidays if you just want to see some of the best scenery in the country, and that is La Crosse, Wisconsin. Make sure you check out explorelacrosse.com and check out them. I'm heading there next month again to do we're going to do an ice fishing show for one of the newest episodes, 2023 of Jim Crowley Outdoors on Wired to Fish TV. So we're always excited about going to see our friends between the bluffs, as they say. But La Crosse is a beautiful, beautiful place any time of year, but this time of year coming around Christmas, if you have the opportunity, it is worth the travel. Our friends at Shields in Springfield, Illinois. Oh my goodness, there are so many cool things. If you haven't been to the Christmas department in Shields, it's amazing. They put out some great videos. Had one the other day with a t-shirt cannon. I wish I'm close, but I wish I was closer because I would like to get in on just catching the t-shirts that they're firing from the t-shirt cannon. Anything you want for Christmas, go spend money at Shields. As soon as you walk in the store, it says, God bless America. I love Shields. They support the industry there. Wonderful, wonderful people. Shields at Springfield, Illinois. And we are powered, as always, by our friends at Dakota Lithium with their 11-year warranty. I'm sure they are having Black Friday deals as well. So make sure you check out our friends at Dakota Lithium. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring in somebody who loves Black Friday deals, and she's stressed out because she's always coming out with new great stuff. Staci, welcome. Staci Walker from Prym1 Camo. How are you, dear?
Great. Doing good.
Good.
Finally got over the flu. Thank God for that.
Yeah. It's that time of year. We all
Yep.
get that, but it's good to be better before the holidays, and I know you're excited about it. You guys are always. I consider you the camo company that continuously evolves. There are always new things, and you showed me some new stuff at ICAST, which even if we don't talk about now, I just know it's going to be exciting stuff coming forward. But there are so many companies that are starting to and continuing to work with Prym1 Camo. If you don't mind, go back a little bit. We've been together almost since you started. Um,
Yep.
and I'm very grateful for that. But why don't you go back and tell some people that aren't sure, where did Prym1 come from? Where did the passion start with you, and how did it get going?
Okay. Well, I grew up in South Louisiana. I was the first child, so I went hunting and fishing with my dad all the time. I was 5 years old and had my first set of hip boots and shotgun. Thought I was just great. Um, and I also started drawing animals. I was a wildlife artist from the word go. I've been a professional artist for ever since. So I started taking art classes when I was 5 years old. And so being an avid hunter, an outdoors person, and also an artist, I'm very observant of everything that's part of just how we're wired is we pay attention to everything that we see. And I had noticed when I started really getting into going out west, stalk hunting for elk and mule deer, that I just really stuck out because your terrains can change from one extreme to the other in one location. You might be 10,000 feet up on a mountain in aspens and snow, and then you come down and you're in scrub oaks. So I thought, there's got to be something that is non-specific, no specific flora that would blend wherever I went because I've been to Argentina, I've been, South Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee hunting where I live, and I wanted something that functioned properly and functioned like a predator's. You look at leopards in the wild, and you look at tigers, and you think they're so striking, but yet if they're in their element, you can't see them. They blend in so well. And I always say nature is the master of camouflage. I mean, you look at any animals that you can think about, how well they blend in. I mean, how many times have you been sitting in a deer stand and it's like the deer materializes in front of you, like, where did that sucker come from? Just all of a sudden they're there. And so, I thought there's something to this. And so I started to implement things that I saw in nature. And basically, our pattern, Prym1 Camo, mimics what camouflage in nature does. And we use textures and colors and small elements, giant shading elements, but nothing specific like oak trees or anything like that, so that you're limited. And we don't shy away from light areas in the pattern. We concentrate on a well-rounded artistic approach to how camouflage functions, and we've been really really thrilled with the way it works. I challenge anybody. This picture you've got up here, I just love this. You can see where, and perfect example. I've been standing in Argentina before, and I don't know if anybody's ever hunted red stag out there. I'm sure a bunch of you have, but man, they are smart. It's the smartest animal I've ever hunted, besides probably a turkey. And those hinds will bust you out so fast. I mean, we got
Yep.
busted so many times. And this one particular day, we were standing there, and we had been working this roar that we had been hearing in the distance for a long time, and we knew we were getting close. And we broke out of this scope of woods onto the side of this hillside, and there stood the hind in her calf, and we were like, "Oh man, we're busted." So we just froze, and we were like in the middle of nothing, no background, just standing there, and you just had to freeze, like playing freeze tag. You couldn't move and just don't breathe. And I mean, she looked right at us, and she looked at us, and she tore a hole through us, and then she finally stuck her head down and started eating. And man, it wasn't 5 minutes after she just eased up that here he came, and I was able to take the shot and get him. And so it was, it's that situation where you may think, okay, well, I don't stalk hunt, I sit in the stand. Well, you still have to get from the truck to the stand. So the idea behind my camouflage is that I want you to be a transitional hunter. I want you to be able to blend as you go along. I don't want you to get busted going to and from the truck. So that was the whole background of our camouflage pattern. And I challenge any of you to try it and let me know if it doesn't work for you, because I would be interested to hear that. I would challenge that it would work for you, unless you're sitting in the middle of a bunch of mangroves in South Florida. That's probably the hardest camouflage to come up with because it's just green all the time. Um, but we've been very pleased. We've been at it for 8 years now. I've also got several other additional patterns that I have developed. Boulder is also one of our patterns. It's not to, a lot of times camouflage companies will develop a new pattern because they say their old pattern needed to be adjusted. Well, I'm not saying that Prym1 Camo needs to be adjusted at all. It works perfectly great, just like I did it the first day. But I like to give people a choice. You different flavor for each day. So you will see new stuff popping up from me, and it's all part of the Prym1 family. So don't think, oh, she must not have liked her old camouflage anymore. No, that has nothing to
No,
do with it.
that's
I just want you to have if you feel like strawberry today, great. If you feel like chocolate tomorrow, great. Um, they're all
well, that's a nice thing about you guys is you always, you have no problem evolving.
no, you
And
have
and
to
and
evolve.
and and I think that is either adding to something or the base pattern of Prime 1 is always going to be effective. I'm going to show this picture again just because I think this is one of the best pictures that I've seen of this. This could be obviously in turkey woods right now, but this could be in deer woods. This MP pattern, I've actually got it on right now. And I've used this duck hunting. I have used this turkey hunting. It's just a very, very good a pattern for, and that's why it's called MP. It's multi-purpose.
Right,
It
and
just
it's
it fits in a lot of different places. But there are
right.
so many different colors and things that you have with. And when I said evolving, I'm gonna go to this for a second because not only are there great camels that are there for hunting, but fishing as well. And guys go, well, okay, well, what do you need camels for pattern? It doesn't have to do with camel for fishing. It has to do with the materials that they put them on, so you're a lot more comfortable as an angler. And that is a big thing for me. I want clothing that is comfortable. And the one nice thing about the camo pattern is it has been applied to some extremely comfortable patterns for both or clothing for both hunting and fishing as well as casual wear. Now you started out as hunting, but it's really branched off into I've seen it on lighters, I've seen it on sunglasses, on hats. There are so many things because this pattern is so compatible with so many different things. You've had to been happy with how it's branched off.
We have, and that was one thing I said. Just because it's camouflage, I mean, camouflage is a lifestyle. People wear. I mean, if you're in the South, camouflage is part of
All
your
the time.
wardrobe. And so why shouldn't it be attractive? Why does it have to just conform to one way?
Right.
So yes, you're gonna see I have 70 different color variations in Prime 1 alone. And the whole point of that is that hey, if it looks good, put it on something. And so with this year we had the blessing of partnering up with Supreme New York. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that brand. And
Mhm.
they launched boonie hats in like 6 of our different colors. They had jackets and pants and jumpsuits, and we've also been licensed with Afflicted for over a year now. And if you go into any of your buckle stores, you'll see a lot of the Afflicted brand merchandise in our camouflage. They're getting ready to come out with some awesome shoes, deck looking shoes, like kind of like the Hey Dude style shoes in our silver mist pattern that look just killer.
Oh, I'm going to
And
have to
then
get some of those.
our latest big license that has not come out yet is New Era Caps, the one that does all of the NFL, Major League Baseball,
Very cool.
NBA, all of those guys. So we're super excited about that. And then of course we've got some awesome brands like Blackfish. We've got Glamcore. We've got Justin Boots. We've got Cast King, Extremist. And if
Right.
you go to our website, that's one thing that we really like to do is, yes, you'll see some products that I produce, but I also am a big advocate of supporting my licensees. And so when you see all the logos on our website, if you'll click on those, it'll take you to their product page, and you can find the Prym1 products on their page as well. And we're excited. We're excited about all of our licensees. We constantly work with them closely. Bouncing ideas, new patterns, new designs, colors, and they're just fantastic to work with. They really are.
Yeah, I know some of the stuff that we were talking about at ICAST, just to give people just a little bit of insight. We all sat down at the table, you, myself, some of the people from Blackfish there, and sat down. We were going over pattern things like that will be coming out in the near future. And there's some very exciting stuff.
Yeah, hold on. Y'all will be the first ones to ever see this. Just hold on.
All right. Oh, holy cow. So she's going to give us some new
All right.
stuff here. What you got, dear?
This is not on the market yet. This is
Okay.
coming. This is a sneak peek. Nobody has this. It's not available yet. This is like top secret stuff. Hasn't even been publicly launched. So y'all are seeing it first. But this is the new member of the family.
Ah, very cool. Oh, look at that. That is really, I love with the American flag in there. Well, I know you guys are big patriotic, just like I am anyway. So that is awesome. Now, what's that one going to be called?
This is going to be called OS.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right. That's the stuff we looked at.
Still has the Prym1 spot pattern in it. But this is the newest member of the family. So y'all are the first to see that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to have one of those. I love those. That's great.
And there's going to be more coming along to match that hat. So just
that's gonna be some cool stuff.
Works on that. Fingers crossed that everything gets done in time.
I know we looked at some of the stuff like shirts and everything, and I'm like, man, for some of the stuff, saltwater fishing and freshwater fishing. I know I was just like going, you're like, calm down, Jim. I go, I know, it's just a fabric right now. I can't wait till it gets into some clothing because it's gonna be really cool. Hey, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back, like I always say, we're gonna come back in 2 and 2. And Staci, I want to talk with you about some of the new camo stuff that you just released, that with the core stuff and all that. And we're going to get into some of the Black Friday specials that people can have. But you guys stay tuned right after this, because you got to see some of this new cool stuff like that I'm wearing. And we're going to show you some new hats and some other cool, just all kinds of cool, exciting, great stuff from Prym1 Camo. We'll be back in 2 and 2. American Tackle is home to the award-winning microwave line control system. Rod blanks to reel seats, ferrules to finish, grips to guides. They're committed to the very best in rod building components. Find out more, americantackle.us. With fishing beyond your expectations, indoor and outdoor activities, a vast variety of places to eat, drink, and stay. Discover your next adventure between the bluffs. ExploreLaCrosse.com. Located in Springfield, Illinois' largest selection of sports and sportswear, hunting, fishing, specialty shops and services, a 65-foot Ferris wheel, 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, and industry-leading knowledgeable employees. You don't take chances at Shields, ever. Go to Shields.com. Believing quality is measured by lifespan and harnessing their unique chemistry and engineering know-how, Dakota Lithium lasts 4 times longer, powering your passion with an 11-year warranty. Find out more, DakotaLithium.com.
Slick Fish Radio with Jim Crowley can be seen and heard on Roku, Fire TV, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iTunes.
There we go. Come here. Get in here. Yeah. Nice fish right there. Hi, I'm Jim Crowley. Make sure you catch my show, Jim Crowley Outdoors, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, exclusively on Wired to Fish TV. Look for Jim Crowley Outdoors on Wired to Fish TV on free, ad-supported streaming TV, including Plex, that can be downloaded in the App Store at Apple TV, Roku, Samsung, and others. We are back with one of my absolute favorites, people in the industry, and just one of my absolute favorite people. I just love her, Stacy Walker, founder, artist
We
of.
love you, Jim.
Oh, we have so much fun. I wish we lived closer because we were talking about that at ICAST. It's just fun. I love working with people who have passion for something. And ever since we hooked up years ago, it's just we have passion for what we do. It
Yeah.
makes it a lot more fun. Yes, everybody's
Yeah.
in business to be successful, but it's a lot more fun when you can be successful with people who are as passionate as you are. And that's one of the reasons I
Thank
I,
you.
I love working with and for you, is because I know in your heart the best thing is to put out the best quality product out there. And we've seen that time after time, and that's why so many major brands are going to Prym1. It's not a stick and stone camo. It's a camo that adjusts with what we're doing, whether we're hunters, whether we're anglers, whether it's a lifestyle choice, whatever. And saying that, I want to bring up some of the new stuff, some of the
Okay.
core stuff, and I want to talk a little bit about these hats because I think this is really cool. So talk a little bit about these hats first, and then we'll get, because I know this is a passion of your son's. So
Sure.
get into that.
My son, Court, developed a line of hats, Riverside, and Jim has on one of the bass hats. This is the other bass hat,
Yep.
and I did the artwork. I'm the designer of the artwork on them. We have a whitetail deer one. We have a couple of different styles, different colors. Um,
This is my favorite right
all
here. Here's a
they're
duck
all
one.
yeah, they're all trucker style. You can find those on our Prym1 website, but he's just got some really cool, this whole leather patch thing
Yep.
is a big deal right now, and they're just some good looking hats, for when you just want to dress up your head a little bit.
Yeah,
So
and they're comfortable. I also, if you have one there, I don't think I have one right here, but the new breathable hat that you have.
yep, this
Please,
is
please talk about that because this is turkey hunting. This is early teal season. This is probably the most comfortable hat that I've ever worn. Stacy, tell them about that.
this is the feather light hat, and if you can see these perforations, it's basically a laser mesh. So instead of having a regular old school mesh, you have the benefit of having full camouflage, but yet you have the breathability of mesh because the whole hat has these laser perforations. Super, super lightweight. Gonna be great for when it's hot and you need to have your head cool. But it's also gonna keep you concealed because it's got the camouflage. So love this hat. Super, super lightweight, breathable hat.
I can tell you guys from experience right now. Savannah and Jim Colba Outdoors just chimed in. Hi guys, great to have you here as always. And they said we need. I will show you this. They said we need some Prym1 Camo. There you go. All right,
But hey,
and so we're going to give you
Jim
discount
hook
codes
you up with my
afterwards.
contact info. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get you some discount codes. We're gonna, because she's got a Black Friday special going on, so you guys can get some. The hat that Stacy just talked about, I can tell you from firsthand that I use that during teal season, and one of the days, 88 degrees, which I
Oh,
don't like duck hunting in 8 degrees, but we shot the
no.
teal. But I will tell you what, I didn't sweat. That is a very, very breathable hat. It would make a good fishing hat, but it would make a great teal season hat, which it did for me. And turkey, that would be phenomenal.
Early,
It's
early guns, early archery season too, when it's
Yeah.
steam. You know, August is just so hot that that would be a perfect hat for that time of the year.
Now, do you have any of the? I just wore on a layout hunt here recently. I just wore the core hat. Do you have any of the core stuff with you?
I do.
Oh, yeah, that is like a furnace on your head when it's freezing
The
out.
this is the
Tell
core
them about
beanie.
that.
This is the core beanie, and it's got a kind of a water resistant outside finish like our jackets do and our pants. But then you've got the fleece, the olive colored fleece on the inside. So it makes it extremely warm, but you're not going to get your head wet if it starts sprinkling. Because I know if anybody's ever worn a solid fleece beanie hat that started sprinkling, you had a sponge on your head. So this is going to kind of solve that problem, and super nice. This is not a new brand. It's the core edition of Prym1 Camo. So you'll see the little Prym1 symbol. This is our new core line. This is going to be a more higher end quality, specialized line of clothing that we're doing. There's going to be more coming out, especially next year. But be on the lookout. If you see this, this is still Prym1.
It is, and it's extremely comfortable. And I just got one of the new jackets. Show that part, guys. This is, besides my ice suit, besides my Strike Master ice suit, this is the warmest jacket I have ever put on. What I like about it is, Stacy, explain the material to him, because if you're in a deer stand, this is not something that's going to make noise. This
No,
is something
this
that you guys need to be quiet, warm, and comfortable.
this is a very soft, it still has a water resistant finish on it, very soft, pliable, um, parka. It's gonna be. I know you've all know what I'm saying when you feel like the Michelin Man sitting in your deer stand and you have to walk in that stuff. This is not gonna make you feel like the Michelin Man, but it's gonna keep you extremely warm. Of course, it's got the the fleece lining. It's got removable, unzippable hood. It's got the storm flaps that tuck into themselves. It's got the overhang styled hood so that you can wear it over your ball cap. It's got the cinch in the back so you can tighten it up. The jacket is just longer so that it has, it's going to cover your butt. It's got all the necessary pockets. But the very cool thing is for all my stalkers out there, you've got the waterproof zippers where now you've got air conditioning for when you're burning up,
That's
walking
awesome.
to the stand or walking out. This is going to keep you cool. You zip them back up when you get to sitting still, and it'll warm you back up.
There is, and you guys can tell by looking at this, and yeah,
Super
so
nice
they just
jacket,
commented
very
on
comfortable.
here. Savannah Cobalt Door just put in, between fishing, duck hunting, and deer hunting, Prym1 has something for every season. And you're right. You're right. And the cool thing is, there's a lot of thought, as you guys can just see, a lot of thought that goes into this. This is not just a jacket that they threw Prym1 Camo on. This is something I know for a fact that Stacy and Lance worked on together. They're both big game hunters,
It took a
and so
long
they
time. In fact, it was late. It was late getting in this season because we had to get it right, and they kept.
right.
We had kept. We were like back to the drawing board. No, and we had to make changes. So yes, we were late getting them in this season, but it's because we wanted it to be right. We wanted it
Stacy,
to be
before
right.
we let you go, why don't you tell everybody? Obviously, they can find them out at prym1camo.com. You can find us on jimcrowleyoutdoors.com. You have a clickable link to Prym1 there all the time. You see them on Jim Crowley Outdoors on Wired to Fish. Now we're on 7 days a week. So you can see them there. But I know you got some Black Friday specials coming on. Let people know. Mark Dyer just said, hey, that core hat looks good for the hard water. Mark, I'm telling you right now, buddy, I've already worn it. You said it's good for the hard water here. I'll just put this up here. Mark said, yeah, that looks good. Mark, you have my word. You know how I've been with you when I've recommended other stuff to you, buddy. This one's going to keep you warm. This is good stuff. Stacy, where can, if they want to go find out about the Black Friday specials, because I know you got them out there. I've seen some of them. Let people know what they can do for the Black Friday specials coming up from Prym1 Camo.
Sure. We have it's going on right now. It'll be going on all the way through Christmas time. You can get 40% off of all the new stuff, and you can get up to 60% off of our bargain section of our website. So 40 to 60% off of everything. I've never run a sale as high as this one, but we wanted to give people an opportunity to get, the older inventory. They can get at some steals. The new stuff they can get at a good deal. It all literally just came in the last 3 weeks, so it's brand new. And we just wanted to, it's been kind of a rough year, and we wanted to pass the blessings on. And hey, think about Christmas presents, and hey, when you get money after Christmas and people say, here, I didn't know what to buy you, here's Christmas money, you can come on there and you can still get the price difference because we'll be running it through Christmas. And for all of you who are like, I don't know what to buy, but my son or my nephew or daughter or whoever would like it, we now have e-gift cards available on our website. So
So there, if you guys want to know what you can get me for Christmas, I can gladly give you my address and just send me a Prime 1 Camo discount or a gift card. I'd be more than happy to accept from
Yep, hey,
anybody.
you don't even have to mail it; it'll go straight into their inbox, their email. So
That's right. And you guys have everybody watches the show. Everybody who's followed Jim Crowley Outdoors and Wired to Fish, you see what we wear. I'm very proud to be associated with this brand because I know the heart, the passion, and the effort that they put into this, and that's why so many brands like Cast King, like Blackfish, and others, Angle Coolers, the list goes on and on and on. You can see the quality companies that work with Prime One, and the idea behind that, or the reason I should say they do that, is because quality begets quality. I'm very proud to be associated with this company, and I know anybody who hooks up with Prime One and their clothing or the brands that they associate with will be as pleased as I am. Stacy, thank you so
well, thank
much,
you,
dear.
Jim.
Always a
I love
wonderful
you,
time.
buddy.
God bless you, my friend,
You
and
too.
your family. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Obviously, we'll be talking very soon, but thank you so much for your time.
You
Everybody,
too,
make
buddy.
sure you go check out prym1camo.com. Go to Black Friday sales. You will be as pleased as I am, and stay tuned. Right for Let Stacy Go here. We are going to talk about a couple more things where I'm going to be in coming weeks. Stacy, my friend, God bless you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, buddy.
She's wonderful. She's just wonderful. I've known her for a long time now, and she's been part of the Jim Crowley Outdoors family for a while. One of my favorite people I get to work with when we go to ICAST every year is because I know she has a passion for the outdoors. Her whole family does. Her husband Lance, her sons, everybody in that family has passion for the outdoors. And I promise you, my buddy Andy just chimed on. Hi, Andy. How you doing, buddy? I promise you that if you get something from Prime One, go to prym1camo.com. Their Black Friday sales are going on now. Check out the new core stuff. Check out this quarter zip new top that I got. Extremely comfortable. It'll be great for early teal season, for turkey hunting. The hats, including the full strike and the new duck hats and new deer hats. Everything from Prime One Camo is quality. There's going to be new stuff coming out that companies like Blackfish and some others are going to be offering in the new year that are going to be exclusive with Prime One Camo. So we are very excited about all of that because, like I said, quality begets quality. Just like we have the listeners on this show. This show continues to grow. I just got some analytics from my web guy the other day that said this show is growing across the platforms. God bless you all, and thank you so much for that. I love doing this. This is so much fun. And I love talking with you on every occasion that we get. And I thank you so much for being a part of this. As much as I want to thank our friends at American Tackle Company. Oh, my goodness, some great stuff coming out for 2023. That way, I am actually building some new rods. And this is the stuff I'm going to talk to you about. So we got another interview coming up in 2 weeks. And I'll put some previews out on the Facebook page. That's the easiest place to find how you can get on Slickfish Radio is Jim Crowley Outdoors on Facebook. So we have one more episode for this year. And then believe it or not, we're going to start season 2 of this. It's going to be crazy. But after the next interview, we're going to have Matt Johnson from Clam Outdoors. We're going to talk ice fishing. That's going to be a great episode because he's such a knowledgeable angler. We're going to talk Clam Outdoors. We're going to talk ice fishing, all kinds of stuff with Matt. So it's going to be great. After that, we're going to do a 3-part series on rod building. Okay, so I'm going to do that live in the studio here because I'm a big proponent, as a lot of you guys know, especially on my other show on Jim Crowley Outdoors and Wired to Fish, is we build a lot of our own stuff. So we're going to do a 3-part series, and I'm going to build a skipping rod. So for those of you who are interested in learning how to skip jigs, I'm going to show you the rod blank, how I use it, what I do with the components, everything. We're going to do a 3-part, 3 weeks of building. We're going to go through the handle assembly. We're going to go through guide placement. We're going to go through wrapping those guides and everything. I'm going to show you exactly how to build a rod. All the components are going to be from American Tackle, and we're going to show you where to get them at Lure Parts Online. But the thing is, I'm going to give you a really short course on how to build rods. I did it. I took it up at 52 years old, and I absolutely love it. I wish I would have done it earlier. So we're going to show you how to do all that. And then the rest of December into a little bit of January, we're going to show you how to build some lures. We're going to do that. You guys loved that so much last year when we do it. We're going to make it a little more formal this year and really good into parts, components, questions, all kinds of stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to see if I make a mistake live, hey, it's live. What can happen? Everything. All right. So we're going to do that, and we're going to have fun with it, and we're going to show you how to build. We're going to show you how to build your own success, and you can do with it what you want from there. The important thing is we're going to show you, we're going to teach you, you're going to make mistakes like I did, and then you're going to have successes like I did. The fun part is you're going to do it. It's more economical. It's a lot of fun. We're going to show you some tweaks. We're going to go through crankbaits, top waters, things like that to show you some tweaks on some Rapala baits that I use. And I'm going to show you how to build bladed jigs. I'm going to show you how to build swim jigs, all kinds of things. But we're going to do that rod building thing, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks everybody from American Tackle. Thanks to everybody from Explore Lacrosse. Christmas is a great time to get up there. I think they're having a big brew fest up there this weekend. Hey, it's Wisconsin. You drink beer, you have fun, you enjoy family, you enjoy the holidays. Check out explorelacrosse.com for more details. My friends at Shields have an awesome holiday display. Not holiday, it's Christmas. It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas display. Make sure you check out Shields in Springfield, Illinois. They are absolutely the best. I love them all there. We are powered, as always, by my friends at Dakota Lithium. 11-year warranty, twice the power and half the charging time. You want to be powered by the best. You are powered by Dakota Lithium. I want to thank all of you. Before we leave, I'm going to give you some Christmas gifts here. How about this? Go to American Tackle AnglerProducts.com, put in the code JCO20, and you will get 20% off anything that is on the American Tackle website. That's pretty cool, especially with Christmas coming up. JCO20, go to AmericanTackleAnglerProducts.com. You get 20% off. Now this is cool. All the reels and some other cool stuff. 20% off everything, anytime, whenever you want it. I love my friends at KastKing. Go to go to KastKing.com, put in the code JC52AFF. You have 20% off anything. You never have to, between KastKing and American Tackle, you never have to pay retail for any of those products ever again. We are more than happy to pass it on to you and enjoy the same quality stuff that I use all the time. KastKing.com, JC52AFF. A couple more people chiming in. Orion Dunlop came in. Orion, it's nice to have you on the show. Thanks. Good young man, good angler. Thank you for chiming into the show. I want to wish all of you, first of all, before I wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving, which I will, I want to thank you all for chiming in tonight, for joining us on here live. I have the best audience out there. I've always said we may not have the biggest one yet, but we definitely have the best one. God bless all of you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you and all your families. Be very thankful for everything you have and for all that you get to spend with all the people that you love. Until next time, happy Thanksgiving. God bless you. Love you.